We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. First down, Wentz. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Trey 15, Trey 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here we go, 46.
2nd down, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Trey 15.
Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. On the comebacker, complete. That's Neal. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Done.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here go 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Irving in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On play action, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Prescott. Airing one out deep for Holmes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to loft one, deep left, and got his man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain, 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. Now Wentz throwing on second down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Taco Charlton in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
82.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, get out. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Holmes has got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down throw for Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott. It's caught by Treadwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
On second down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
46.
Prescott down. Steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Neal. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go.
Wentz now on first down. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Elliott. Shedding the tackle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wins to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
We're good, we're good.
Play action. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
It looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Out of his end zone, Prescott. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 47 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
There you go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Holmes. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Austin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means they're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Wentz. Forced out to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An Eagle 1st down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right, and that play's not going to get him in as he stops right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Austin. 12 yards on the return that time, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Neal. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On play action, Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Zach Sanchez with a pick, and he is all the way up past the 25. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They go to Elliott again. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Prescott to throw. And he's got Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Now Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And that changes everything here in OT. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
It's coming now.
Off the play fake, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. It is picked up by the Eagles. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, We're going to definitely travel someone who could help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the...
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk down the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty oughta been my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Love me in the gray sweatpants. You never I left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I made it. Get so deep like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I said, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again.